people, when their career isn't exactly where they want it to be or where they want it to go, there's usually a lot of reasons. And I listen, and what I'm listening for a lot of times is where's the accountability? Where are they placing it, right? And so are they placing it with themselves? Which then, it's a good place for us to start, right? Or oftentimes what I find is, well, the company didn't do this, or my manager didn't do that, or, I keep getting past it. This is the reason why. And it's all these external factors. And what it helps me realize is, and it helps me, and I use the analogy of a car to explain to them maybe what I'm seeing, and then maybe a path forward on how we can get to this point. And so if we're in a car, the car is moving and we're going, don't know where it's going. You would never just jump in a car, don't know where you're going, and go, right? Generally speaking, most of us, there are some people that I think might, right? But most of us would not just get in a car and go. Most of us would say, all right, where are we going? So, okay, and what's the weather like? And what do I need to dress like? Is it cold outside? Is it raining? Is it sunny? Do I need shorts? Are we going to go 100 miles? Are we going to go 2 miles? So all these factors that you start to think about in terms of where you want to go. And so thinking of your career as your career is the car, and you're in the car driving it, or you're in it. What I have found a lot of times is we are in the car, and all those other factors I was talking about, my manager, the company, they're actually the ones who are driving my career car. I'm relying on those individuals, the system, the process, the supervisor, managers, whoever it may be. I'm relying on them to get me where I want to go. And that's if I even want to know, if I even know where I want to go, because sometimes, as we talked about before, I'm not exactly sure if I'm on the right road or where I want to be. And so I turn around and I look to the side, and there's my manager driving my career car. And so what I try and do by using that analogy is help them understand that let's start peeling away the reasons. And so if my manager didn't do this, well, okay, well, if I just give you this idea that your manager in the company isn't here to develop you, then who really is in charge of my career? Well, it's me. And what does that do? That moves me from the passenger to the driver of my career car. And that's an important step to take, because it puts the accountability with me or with you, right? So it puts the accountability on us to control where we want to go. And that analogy, I think, despite managers, best intentions, and there are just a lot of things that they don't know the best road for me sometimes. And their road may look different than my road. And where I want to go, I need to own that. And so that analogy in terms of owning your career car, and then in addition to that, owning where I want to go. Because how do I know when I want to get off, right? So I need a rest stop. Well, your manager doesn't necessarily know that, right? The best manager, let's assume you have the best manager, knows you, knows your desires, knows everything you want to do. Do they know exactly when you need to go to the bathroom so that I need to pull off on the road and have a rest stop? Do they know when you're overly tired necessarily that you need a timeout? And when you think about this from your career perspective, they don't. Even if they want to, they couldn't, right? Because they don't know every intimate part of us and what all of our desires are. And so we have to own that. We have to look and say, what are the mile markers? When do I need to get a rest? When do I need to pull off the road and let other traffic go and catch a breath, and maybe even a nap, right? Just to say, or maybe I just need to recalibrate and look and say, wait, I thought I was going to get this far today, but traffic, weather, it's not going to work out. I need to recalibrate, reset my expectations, and this is only as far as I'm going to get today.